Welcome back, everyone. Let's solve the number one most frequently asked LeetCode question, two-sum. So given an array of integers, nums, and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So if we look at example 1 here, the numbers inside of this nums array, there are the number 2 and 7 that add up to 9. So we return their indices, which the number 2 is found at index 0, and the number 7 is found at index 1, okay? And then looking at example 2, we see that the indices 1 and 2, which have the values 2 and 4 that sum up to 6. And example 3, very straightforward. Looking at the constraints, nothing too crazy, no wild edge cases, and only one valid answer exists. And I'll show you guys the n squared approach, and then I'll show you the most optimal approach as well. So let's go look at the drawing board and get a better understanding of our approach, okay? So the objective is very straightforward, right? And notice how I have this I and this J pointer here initiated for us because the first approach, as I mentioned, is the brute force approach, just to get your mind warm on solving this problem, okay? So let's draw out the function signature and the body. So we'll say define two-sum, okay? And it's gonna take in nums and it's gonna take in our target, all right? Okay, so essentially what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a nested for loop. So for I in range, we'll do n, where n is the length of the nums. So let's go ahead and define that real quick. So we'll say n is equal to len of nums, right? Okay, and then we'll say for j in range I plus 1, right? Because we can't use any duplicates. So I plus 1 up to n. Okay, what's the formula? If nums of I plus nums of j is equal to the target, then we simply return an output array with index I and j, okay? And I'll just do a quick walkthrough for you guys. All right, so notice here that we have our iteration starting with I and j, and we have those values here. So luckily enough for us, at the very first iteration, nums of I, 2, plus nums of j, 7. When we add them up, we do get the target, right? Which is 9, okay? So then we return the index, I and j, which is 0 and 1, okay? So very straightforward there. The issue with this though is the time complexity is big O of n squared, and the space though, thankfully enough, is O of 1, but this time complexity of n squared is not good. We don't want that, okay? So what's the best solution for this? The best solution is to use a hash map, okay? And if you're not familiar with hash maps, you can just go back and watch my video from yesterday, okay? Where I designed a hash map from scratch. Okay, very important data structure. So like I mentioned, we'll have a hash map, and let's give this a little bit more room here. And we won't need this anymore, okay? So we'll have a hash map. Let's define that as HMap, okay? And it's gonna we're gonna initialize it empty to start off, okay? All right, so I want you guys to really focus and pay attention on this formula that we're going to use to solve two-sum the most optimal way, okay? So if we know x plus y is equal to target, so let's write that out. So we know that the number x plus the number y is equal to the target, right? If we do basic algebra, arithmetic, basic math here, and we subtract this y, so it's gone here, and we bring it here, all that means is if this exists inside of our hash map, then we can go ahead and return the index that this key here points to as a value, right? So the value of this key is the index, right? And then we'll also return the current index that we're iterating through, okay? If that doesn't make sense, no worries, I'll show it to you now. And as a matter of fact, let's switch these around just for the sake of this explanation, okay? So we'll bring this here. All right, great. Okay, so let's write this for loop here. So essentially what I'm saying is we can iterate through each num inside the nums array like this, and I'll use enumerate as well, okay? So we can have access to the index and the value. So we'll say for I, which is our index, so for index I and value, and enumerate nums, okay? If target minus value n our hash map, then we will return the current index that we're on. So we'll return I and hash map of that key, right? Target minus val. Okay, and that's it, okay, for this if statement here. Otherwise, we have to always update populate our hash map, right? So hash map of the current value, we're gonna set it equal to I because we're tracking the index, okay? So let's go ahead and do a dry run here, okay? So let's make this I here. So this, we'll just say this is I, okay? And you know what? I'll go ahead and do this. So this is I, and then this is our value, V, okay? All right, okay, so for I, val, and enumerate nums, okay? So if target minus value, is that in our hash map? Okay, so target minus value, so our target is 9 minus value, which is 2, right here? That equals 7. Is that inside of this hash map? No, it's not, right? It's not inside the hash map, okay? So this doesn't hold, okay? But we do update hash map of the value, which is 2, equal to I, which is the index. So we're gonna say 2, point that here. So the key is 2, and the index is our value. So we have this, okay? So looking good so far. So now we're back inside this for loop, okay? So we get here, ask ourselves again, we're gonna go here, right? If target minus value in the hash map, so 9 minus 15 gives us 9 minus 15. Okay, so I think that's negative 6, right? Yeah, negative 6, okay. So is that inside of our hash map? It's not, right? So then we're gonna go ahead and say hash map of that value, so this guy, is equal to I, right? The index. All right, so far so good. All right, so now we're back inside this for loop, correct? So we come here and we say if target minus value, so we ask ourselves this here, right? So target minus value, so 9 minus 11 gives us negative 2. Is that in our hash map? It's not, right? So we're gonna do this case, okay? So hash map of the value is equal to the index at which we are at, right? So then this loop here, value I, because remember we're doing enumeration. Okay, so let's ask this case, okay? So 9 minus 7, is that in our hash map? It is in our hash map, right? Because 9 minus 7 is equal to 2, okay? So then look how we just return I, which is equal to 3, right? I is equal to 3. And hash map of 9 minus 7, which is 2. So hash map of 9 minus 7, that key is here. So we return the value, okay? So in this case, so let me actually change this because I updated. So in this case, we're gonna be returning 0 and 3, right? So that's the solution. Let's go over to LeetCode. And all right, so we have our hash map, which is equal to a newly defined hash map. So for I, value, and enumerate nums. So we have a quick access to our index and our value, right? So if target minus the value in our hash map, right? That's the simple formula. And we just return the index I and hash map of target minus value, right? Okay, And regardless, at each step, we have to update our HashMap to point the value to the index at which we find the value, okay? So let's test this out. Pass the initial test cases, we submit it. We have a working solution, that's wonderful. Let's go back to the drawing board to discuss the time and the space. The time complexity here is big O of n, right? And the space is also big O of n because this hash map here can grow to just about the size of our given input array, right? All right, with that being said, if you find any value in these videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.